Well, Stephen Schork is editor at the Schork Report, a daily subscription newsletter on financial markets. He joins us from Villanova, Pennsylvania. I hope I got that pronunciation right, Stephen. First off, besides Saudi Arabia, the rest of the OPEC countries are producing oil near to full capacity. Will OPEC be able to balance all of this out?
No, they will not. Outside to your point, everyone except for Saudi Arabia is at or near peak capacity. So clearly, it's up to Saudi Arabia to make up any differential if we do see a pullback in Iranian exports.
Is the market anticipating a pullback, do you think?
No, at this point, what we're seeing is a lot of Wall Street speculators, hedge funds have been piling into this market, the oil markets now for the past 2 months. Perhaps in anticipation of these waivers expiring and not being renewed. But what I can say is that the risk trade is on. There's a lot of speculative money betting on higher oil prices right now.
How much do you expect Iran's oil export to fall?
It's hard to imagine Iran's oil exports falling any further. Over the past 2 years, the exports have declined on average by 25%. Iran is now exporting approximately 1.2 million barrels a day. That is at the lowest levels that we saw back before the Obama administration reinstituted negotiations with Iran. So Iran is right back to where it started from. So to take those 1.2 million barrels off the market, I am skeptical because our usual suspects, India, China, will certainly ignore these sanctions as it were. So Iranian oil will still hit the market, but perhaps these sanctions, depending on the enforcement, we could see approximately another 300,000 to 400,000. So you could see Iranian exports down below that 1 million barrel a day mark, which would be virtually catastrophic for the Iranian economy, which is already contracting over the past year and a half.
I thought this was really interesting. The U.S. is now asking Iran to keep the Strait of Hormuz open, to keep transportation of oil flowing. I mean, this is a day after it told everyone, if you continue to import Iranian oil, that's it, you'll also face sanctions. Do you think the U.S. can keep the strait open?
Oh, yes. I mean, the United States, I don't know if it's the 5th or the 7th fleet in the Mediterranean. Certainly during the height in the hottest part of the Iraq-Iran war, which spanned virtually the entire decade of the 1980s, the United States Navy kept the Strait of Hormuz opened. So I am supremely confident that from that standpoint, the straits will be stay open, but that gets back now into the geopolitical risk. Anytime we're starting to talk about the potential blockade of a major choke point of a major shipping route for oil, is going to impart a significant price increase there. So to answer the question, yes, I do believe the Strait of Hormuz will remain open, but it's still a very scary geopolitical risk out there.
Thank you for that. That's Stephen Schork, editor at the Schork Report.